With me now to give his take is Wyoming Senator John Barrasso. Thank you so much for coming back to the show. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you, Melissa.
So what do you think? Are we getting closer? I mean, $23 billion to me, that's a lot of money. But to you guys, that's like coins in the couch cushions.
Well, I want to find a solution. I want us to get to an answer on this. I know some Democrats have said that we should just go over the fiscal cliff. I think that'd be a mistake. I met earlier today with a number of those same CEOs that the president is meeting with at this hour, and we need to find a solution. It has to be a credible solution, as well as a long-term solution that the markets can look out and have some confidence in that the cuts are real, that the spending is under control, and that our country is on fiscal sound footing.
Are we $23 billion away from a solution, though? I mean, was that right?
No, I'm not sure that that's right. I haven't heard those numbers, and I've been in a lot of the meetings. We continue to work toward a solution. We need to have presidential leadership on this, and we need to work together for the best interest of the country. But long term, as you know, we have to focus on the entitlements. There is no way that raising taxes solves this problem. Even what the president is proposing on the taxes of people that make over $250,000 a year.
Yeah, it's a drop in the bucket. It's not going to close the gap at all. I mean, it doesn't make any kind of a difference. Are you going to accept any kind of a deal that raises revenue but doesn't directly address the idea of cutting spending or limiting entitlements in a real way, other than language that it will be done down the road? Because a lot of people are afraid that if you agree to that now, that day of cuts will never come.
I agree with you and those people that say that the day of cuts will never come if you agree to that other part of it early. I think you absolutely have to deal with the two tidal waves that are coming at us in terms of the baby boomers getting older, which is Social Security and Medicare, and then this new entitlement coming with the president's health care law. We know it's unworkable as a health care law. I can tell you that as a doctor. It's also unaffordable for us as a nation. That has to be part of the discussion as well.
And what about this idea that Senate Democrats are now trying to limit the filibuster rule? Do you think that's a good idea? Do you support that? Do you think it would come back to bite them later on?
Well, I oppose the idea that Senator Reid is proposing. I think it's a mistake to limit the rights of people who elected me and others to have the right to offer amendments and to have unlimited debate on the Senate floor. You know, it is interesting because when President Obama was a senator and Republicans were thinking about using this, he said, oh, no, it's terrible. It would destroy the institution and hurt the country. Same thing when Vice President Biden was a senator. He spoke against it as reasons it's bad. And when Harry Reid was in the minority, he was against it. Now they're in the majority, and it seems like a power play. I just think that you shouldn't break the rules, which is the only thing they can do because they don't have the votes to change the rules. You should not break the rules to change the rules.
You know, from here, it is so hard for us to tell how close we are getting to a deal or not. I mean, we have our own money meter, which is like on a scale of 1 to money. What's the likelihood that a deal gets done? What do you think? What's the likelihood?
Well, I think it's closer to money than it is to your odds of winning the Powerball, but we're not done. We're not quite there yet.
No, so what do you think? You give it like a 4? It looks like maybe.
Yeah.
Really? You think a 4? That's pretty likely that we're not going to go over the cliff and we're going to get something done?
Well, it's not going to happen soon, and Christmas is still about a month away.
Yeah, okay. But it's still, that makes me pretty hopeful. If you think, I mean, based on what we're talking about, if you think there's a 4, makes me feel good. Thank you for coming on tonight, Senator. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Melissa.